Well, hello there.
Welcome back to Inspiration Education.
I almost said, welcome to our bench.
It's our friendship bench.
I just had a laugh.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, all right, here we go.
Episode 14? No.
15.
Episode 15.
15.
Wow. And this week we are going to talk about the depth of knowledge wheel.
Depth of knowledge. Dun, dun, dun.
Which really, I mean, okay, there's so many different versions out there. There's like Bloom's taxonomy.
I even have Marzano's. This is like one of my favorite tools because it's got essential questions and all sorts of really cool stuff in here.
Yeah.
But really, is it about the tool that you use, Cassie?
No, I mean, really it's more about guiding your students from different levels of being able to not only understand information, but being able to also display what they understand.
Well, and process it.
Yeah.
Right?
So, for example, it goes from a level 1 to a level 4. In a level 1, you might ask your students to memorize vocabulary words.
And we all know it's important to memorize those or to know your multiplication tables and all that. You have
gotta
to
know the basics.
Gotta have the foundational stuff.
Yeah.
But don't stay there.
Exactly. Ask your kids to go higher, and eventually you want to take them into that 3 and 4 level. And when you can get them up into that level, we touched on this in our last episode, when you can get them up into that level, that's when your education can really start to become memorable. And so we thought, oh, we should probably talk about it in our next vlog. So here we are talking about the depth of knowledge. So
we have 2 classrooms that we want you to see. First, we have an AP Psych teacher, and she did something incredibly novel. I thought it was amazing, and so I wanted you guys to see how she used a creative way to help once kids had kind of this basic definitions of words, how she creatively put that together for them in an amazing way.
And then we also included my classroom in here as a different approach to getting your students to a level 4 in the depth of knowledge wheel, which is called something different if you're using Bloom's or if you're using Marzano's tool. Whatever it is, that higher level of displaying what you know.
Retrieving the information. So I liked what you said about students showing what they know. Those upper levels help them to not just know it well, but to retrieve it well over the long term.
So watch these next 2 classrooms in action, operating at a level 4, and then we'll be back and we'll explain it.
Yahoo.
All right.
I'm here with Dr. Flores, our AP Psych teacher, and what are you guys doing right now?
We are on the second portion of AP Psych, and we're talking about biological basis of psychology.
Perfect.
And the kids have heads, and not like this one. And what they're doing is they're drawing the portions of the brain on here, so they have something they can look at when we start talking about what the different portions of the brain do.
Awesome.
They get to name their heads. They get to put faces on their heads because that's what they do. And I've told them there's no wrong way to draw their head.
Exactly.
Basically, it's their own creation, and they need to not be nervous about that. They just need to make it their own. This project will take about 3 weeks.
That's awesome.
To go through all the different portions of the head and talk about it.
I should come back in 3 weeks and see what the end result is. All right.
You can.
All right, thank you. All right, here we go.
This one's just reminding me of Victor from Close By because those freaking.
All right, so we have different strategies here. What's your strategy?
Just going for it.
Just going for it, all right? Sketching it out in pencil first a little bit. Amy is one of our local artists. We've done some watercoloring in my class, and she's done some amazing work already. This is really cool. Okay. I love how the focus is on the names and the faces, but it's okay. They'll get to the brain work. It's great. Here, let me show you one of my favorite names. All right, we got to have the name for this one. The name. Cerebellum. Get it? Get it? Cerebellum? Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm back with Dr. Flores. We are in AP Psych, and the heads that we were doing have they've grown. Well, they've not grown. They've come a long way.
Yes.
So here they are. Check this out. What have we added?
We've added our lobes. The
Oh, the frontal lobes.
Yeah, we've
All
got
the
all
lobes.
of the lobes. Yeah.
And
So they added those. And now what we're doing is we're talking about nerves. So the kids are making, this one's not done, but we're making nerves out of pipe cleaners because it's Fuzzy Fun Friday.
Fuzzy Fun Friday, and yet these are nerves that are going to. And where are they going to go on the head?
Well, our last class, they've drawn a nerve here just so they have it as a reference.
Right.
But we've talked about already the nerves are in all of our body, and this is how our brain communicates with all of our body.
Let's go check out what some of the kids have been doing. So, Kelsey, what have you put together here?
This is my little nervous system here. We have the cell body and the nucleus and our dendrites on the top here. And this is our myelin sheath and our synapses. That I forgot for a second. And it's a beautiful mess.
And mine is better.
Yes. Wow.
They're all friends.
Look at how perfect this is.
So this is H1 because Abigail took a stand in changing America's culture for the better, and her story is important because it shows how much the culture has changed from so long ago, and that she's still standing up for her rights.
I was on Monopoly, and it was political corruption, in which the king changed the law for his own benefit.
Abide by and follow by. So that's H3 because it's a political and I guess you can say religious idea as well because it was given by God to Moses and the Israelites.
But here is my historical. So
I can say I'm talking
In my modern example, I did the Second Sudanese Civil War. The government, Khartoum, and Sudan's People or Liberation Army was created because the non-Muslims were punished by the government for not being Muslim.
Well, let me get to this. So what happens is then Moses is like, okay, then you have to go through this trial that I'm going to set. And then when they all go to the one group, then the God engulfs the earth over top of them, and then they're just all buried alive.
They had everything to lose by facing off with the world's largest navy and army at the time.
Right. And then, so the people.
Okay, rotate, please.
That's a cool story, though.
It's 20 minutes long on March 5th, 1770, but it resulted in at least 3 deaths.
I originally was thinking like how women are fighting for the right to have an abortion, and so then I chose this year when they changed the law in New York.
I can look at it from like pretty far away, and I can get a pretty easy understanding of what's going on. I really like it. That's really cool.
I do like his organization also.
Yeah, that's really fantastic.
Yeah.
And just the content that he has in here too, which is really interesting because like the different kind of piracy that was going on in different eras, and kind of like seeing how some areas of piracy stay the same, but it's just the technology that they use becomes more and more advanced, which is really cool.
I agree. Yours has been really easy to follow, Nick. It's really good.
Like, you can say the specific points, but like a little less information, so they can like go faster, I guess.
It sounds good, but I want a piece. They came together.
myself so many times.
You just totally like killed me with your hair.
I kept repeating the same word and I didn't even notice that.
Oh, good feedback. So, hope you enjoyed watching our AP Psych class, and, well, not ours, but Dr. Flores' AP Psych class, and my U.S. History class.
Right.
Operating at a level 4 in the depth of knowledge wheel.
How amazing. I thought it was ingenious to, again, level 1 would be, hey, memorize all these parts of the brain.
The frontal lobe and whatever, right?
You know, the parts of a dendrite, or I mean a neuron and that kind of thing. But then to design, right? And the kids, the cool thing is that kids could conceptually design it the way they wanted to in different ways.
Which was fun.
And then they had to apply all that by building it, putting in the little pins, and she scaffolded it so that they all did it really slowly. And now let's synthesize some more material with that by adding in the different neural pathways, you know, and all the different cranial nerves. So you can see where she was, where they currently are, and actually where they're going. I thought that was ingenious.
Right. And you know, how much more powerful is that than her being up there giving a lecture? By allowing the students to actually be involved in their learning, you actually, every student is a touch point. Every student is actively participating in the learning.
Right.
So all the neurons themselves of their own are firing.
Right?
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's exactly
Sometimes
it.
I surprise myself. Okay, and so then in my class for U.S. history, I'm asking my students to basically create a timeline that connects repetitive themes in history. So yes, it's an American history class, but I don't want them to learn about American history in a vacuum. So what is it about the different patterns of human history that connect from way back, and of course this is a Christian school, so you know, way back in biblical times all the way into modern day. And so they have to make those connections, but they also have to prove them. And so that, and then on top of that, then they have to critique their peers.
Oh, right. And we've touched on this in earlier episodes. The idea of self-critique and other critique is a powerful learning tool in and of itself.
Yeah.
But why? Because it's a higher order thinking skill.
Absolutely.
Just the level 4 phenomenalists. Did I just make up my own word?
I think you did.
Phenomenalness of it is out the box. It's great.
But again, that's a level 4, and there's multiple touch points within that level 4, but they didn't start there. Like just today when I started my class, well, tell me what you know already about the Oregon Trail. Well, that's not a whole lot of higher order thinking. They're just telling me and their peers what they know.
Right.
So you start there and then you build. So if you keep it a level 1, they're going to get super bored.
But if you're level 4 for too long, then they feel overworked, overtaxed.
Yes.
You have to find that balance of going between all of them.
Yep. And I'll be the first to admit, I have asked my students to be at a level 4 for too long at points, and they have gotten overworked and tired. So, you know, it's a process. Being a teacher is a process.
Teachers make mistakes too. Go look at earlier episodes.
Yeah. And, you know, but we're constantly trying to get better. We're constantly trying to get better. That's the whole nature of the game.
Take home message?
Yeah.
Tool doesn't matter, whichever, like some districts or schools want you to use a certain one or whatever. Pick the one that works for you and get your kids at higher order thinking skills using driving questions at multiple levels. Think about looking at your standards. How are you going to structure your instructional design and your assessments based on those different levels? And go out of the box and think of something new, create innovative ways of getting there.
Yep.
After this, you're going to see some samples, right?
Oh, right, yeah. So after this, I attached a couple of different timeline samples. They're not complete. We're still in the middle of our semester here. But it kind of gives you an idea, a visual of what they're building and how it all connects. So, yeah.
Cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed that one. It was a lot of fun for us to put this one together. Well, they all are.
They all are.
But yeah, I love showcasing some of the things going on in our school.
Yep.
From other teachers.
All right, so we'll see you next week.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, bye.